Right? The first kind of training you get or you receive as an employee, as a new employee, is induction. We talked about that, right?
Yes.
That's the first kind of training you get as a new recruit or a new employee. As soon as the work starts, it is mandatory for the employer to train you on how to go on with your job going forward. That means you might need different kind of training. You have to undergo different kind of training. So we have two forms of training. We have on-the-job training, on the job,
And off the job.
and off the job. Yeah, thank you. And off the job. So today we're going to start with on-the-job training. Why do we call it on-the-job training? We call it on-the-job training because this training happens or occurs within the premises of the organization.
Yeah.
Within the premises. That means within the company. That is on the job. You get it?
Yes.
So this is a form of training which occurs at the workplace. That means the premises. The premises of the organization. That's the workplace. Inside the organization. Like ISM employed me and they have to train me. That's on the job. If I'm being trained in here, that is on the job training. Do you get that?
Yes.
So what are the methods of on the job training? The first one is work shadowing. For shadowing, it simply means as a new recruit, I will stay side by side of an existing employee who has experience to observe what he does. So I'm observing. So it's not training me particularly, but I just have to watch how he does it, then I replicate afterwards. That is work shadowing. You watch, you observe the existing employee or the experienced employee on how he does or she does things so that you can replicate it. That is work shadowing. Do you get work shadowing there? Shadow means you're shadowing. So you just observe, see what he does, then see what he or she does, then you replicate afterwards. That is work shadowing. It happens within the workplace. The second one, demonstration. For demonstration, here, let's assume because I'm being employed, a teacher will be here training me. And so I have to see how he demonstrates. He has to show me, she has to show me how he or she does the job. So that is demonstration. I have to see him or her practice. He's directly teaching me on how to go about my job. That is demonstration. You get demonstration there. It's different from this. For work shadowing, you are observing what he does or what she does. But for demonstration, you can even ask questions. I'm directly training you, teaching you on how to get the job done. That is demonstration. And the last one is job rotation. For job rotation, it simply means I'm being moved from one department to another, from one department to another, to learn how to get the job done within those departments. That is job rotation. Mostly they use job rotation to improve the skills, which is multi-skilled. Workers will become multi-skilled with job rotation because now you've worked in the finance department, you know what they do there. You've worked in the logistics department, you know what they do there. You've worked in the human resources department, you know what they do there. So you are having more skills, more different skills, and that could be helpful for the organization. So this helps in terms of multi-skilling. Do you get the point here?
Yes.
So that's about the third one, which is job rotation. So what are the merits and demerits of job on the job training? I mean, what are the benefits of on the job training? The first one, it is cheaper compared to off the job training. Why? How is it cheaper? It is cheaper because it is being arranged by the company, and you're using the trainer are existing employees. So it simply means you might not even pay them, and they'll get the job done. Unlike off the job training, which involves you being trained by a firm or by a business itself. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, off the job training means you have to go outside of the organization to get trained by another business, which own duty or function is to train workers. So that means you have to pay that. You have to pay for them, for their service. So, but here you're not paying because it's been arranged by the business itself. So that's why it's cheaper when you compare it to off the job training. The second one is it allows the trainee to be integrated quicker. Because as soon as I get to the workplace, I've seen how the existing or my supervisor has demonstrated. Now it becomes easier for me to get the work, to carry on with the work because I already saw it, I've observed it. I've seen them work, I've seen them practice, so it becomes easier for me. So the integration process becomes faster than if it has to be off-the-job training, because if it is off-the-job training, you have to go outside of the organization to be trained. You won't get used to the system, the equipment, the machines. You won't get used to it. But because it's on-the-job training, you get used to the office environment, the office settings, and how things are working. Because you'll be trained in real daytime. That means you'll be trained when the operation is carried on. So that means you'll be there when everyone is going on about their own daily activity. You'll be trained at that point in time. And that allows you to get to know more about the workplace. So integration becomes faster compared to the off-the-job training. And the last one, it enables new recruits to understand the specific needs of the company. You will be trained according to the needs of the organization. As an accountant, you've been employed to become an accountant. That means you're going to work in the finance department. So definitely you're going straight to the finance department to be trained there. Unlike off-the-job training. Off-the-job training means the trainers will train you, basically they will train you in general terms. They don't have access to the work, they don't have access to some of the equipment, some of the machines, some of the software being used by the company itself. So you might not have full knowledge about what you'll be doing at workplace with off-the-job training. But with on-the-job training, you'll be trained on what you really needed to get done. So if you are an accountant, you work in the finance department, they take you straight to the finance department. Oh, you're going to be in administration, that means human resources department, they take you straight to the human resources department. That's about that. I think it's clear. Yes. The first one is that it's cheaper compared to off-the-job training. The second one is that you can get integrated faster. And the third one is that you'll be trained according to the needs of the organization. I think it's clear. Then what are the problems or setbacks? The setbacks or demerits or setbacks, disadvantages, demerits are all the same. So what are the setbacks of on-the-job training? The first one, quality of training will not be consistent. Why would the quality of training not be consistent? It might not be consistent because the trainer might not be happy training you. Some people, they are good at their job, but they don't like training people. They see it as a burden to them. They see it as stressful. That means you might not as well it might not have positive impact on how you're going to get your job done.
Some employees are like being forced
into it. Mostly because they might not be paid. Do you get it?
Yes.
So some people do not like to train others. So if they do not like to train you, then it means there won't be consistency in the quality. And quality is important because that is what will take you forward in operating. So the quality might be missing in terms of how consistent the trainer is. If the trainer is not consistent, if the trainer doesn't have interest in training you, then it's a problem. The second one, and you wouldn't know as a new recruit, you wouldn't know because you don't know what happens within the organization. So it's he or she is going to only tell you what he or she feels that he wants to tell you. The rest you might not know. That's why the quality is in question. Do you get it?
Yes.
The second one, employee may be distracted by work-related issues. It is on-the-job training, right? It means I will still carry on doing my daily job and still train someone beside me. So that might distract me because I need to attend to customers. In the course of attending to customers, you want to ask a question, that distracts me. Do you get it? There might be distraction based on the fact that you have to train the employee, the new recruit, and at the same time attend to your customers. So those two things, doing it together might not be, you might not be good at doing two things at a time. So that will bring about work-related issues. There's work-related issues here because you have to carry on with your daily job, your role as a worker, and at the same time you have to perform the role of a trainer. So being a worker and a trainer at the same time might be complex or difficult. And that is a problem because it will affect your productivity. It affects what? Productivity. It affects productivity. Do you get that?
Yeah.
And the last one, the trainer may pass on bad habits to the trainee. You know who the trainee is? The person that is being trained.
Yes.
The trainer, the person training you. So as a trainer, you might pass a bad habit to the trainee. You might not directly pass it. Maybe in the course of
You will not notice.
Yeah, maybe in the course of work shadowing, I observe some bad habits and I'll carry it on too. So directly or indirectly, you might have passed on some attitude that is not ideal for the workplace.
Yes.
So and that's another problem about on-the-job training. Is on-the-job training clear?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Very much.
Okay then. So we stop for today.